Welcome back to IAmSpeed's Twilight Adventure. This is episode 3. If this is the first time you're coming into the channel, welcome, and I hope I can earn your subscription today. We're pushing for 1,000 subscribers and we're almost there. We're back on the Light and Dark Only account, also known as the Twilight Adventure, and we just finished Lost Tunnel level 50 on normal, and you can see the team I used here, and I was using the Light Annihilator on the non-boss floors. The Light Annihilator is actually pretty good for tunnel, so we geared that up, and we'll show you that in just a minute. Oh, we have the sound on still. I guess we'll just leave that on. So we got some more gems, and I'll show you the Light Annihilator real quick. So the Light Annihilator, I put it on Bash since it does a nice AoE, and Bash Inspire so that my main damage dealers would do a little more damage. It's on speed, HP, accuracy, and we got it up to 99% accuracy. And the stats are really not that great, but we have started to actually get a little bit of gear. Still horrible, but we're actually starting to get 4- and 5-star gear. You can see this one here is actually not horrible. It's got accuracy, defense, luck rate, but we're slowly getting things going on. So this is the monster box. We got the Light Ninrat. 6-star, which gives him his plus 25 speed. So he's ready to use in the arena now to get the light sharpshooter higher up. And her gear is absolutely horrid. Yeah, so we got a Bash rune. It's a flat HP, of course, but 22 speed, which makes it officially the fastest piece of gear on my account. So when we re-rune the light sharpshooter, or maybe the Dark Pumpkin, that will be so I'll be doing a swift broken set, because 22 is pretty nice, especially for only being a few days into this account. I've started building the Dark Archon, and I use him in Arena, and he does pretty nice with absolutely horrid gear, 3-star and 4-star. When he crits on his second skill, he can do up to 8,000 damage. Yes, we have enough guild points now. We can upgrade this to level 5. So we're just following along on the missions tab. We've got that quest done. And now the next one is in story level, collect 10 experience capsules. So we'll do that later. So we're continuing to move along on the mission quest because we really want to get to the Dark Nurse as soon as possible, because we can use her. And she's really good for tunnel. She's the only Oblivion we're going to have access to for a while, with the exception of I did get my friend code to be the Light Music Queen, so that will be very helpful in TOA, because I think we're going to see that anytime soon in our monster box. So now we're at 2,500, which is a pretty nice amount. So we're actually going to go in here, and we're going to go ahead and buy 2 of these. So now we're down to 1,200, but that's okay. One of the nice things about having 2 accounts is if this one runs low on energy, I can just go back to my main and vice versa. So, although I will say that the developers really did improve the energy situation. I've been, as long as I'm not doing like 30, 40, 50 seconds in boxing, my energy's not, or if I'm doing a ton of experience farming on my main at 11 or 12 seconds a run, my gems and energy are actually staying, even growing a little bit or staying even, which is great. So the developers made some nice changes to energy usage, and now that I've got 2 accounts, I'm not too concerned about having enough crystals to keep moving. So my tip is, when I was trying to do B8, my luck rate was like 10% or something, and so because I needed so much more HP and so much more attack to actually beat the boss, and I was getting really crap gear. So now I'm doing level 7, which seems very stable. And you'll notice that I have 68% luck, which is not great, but it's way better than 10%. So now when I do a boxing B7 run, I have a fairly good chance of getting... Oh boy, here comes the sounds again. I promise I will remember to turn this off in the next video. But for now, you can enjoy the sound. But you can see that we've got the light sharpshooter going before both of the 2 damage dealers, so that hopefully we can get each unit 2-shotted. Once with the light sharpshooter, put the defense break on, and then the next is one of the big damage dealers. So we took over 50% of the HP right there, which is pretty good. And there we go. The Popo Rider comes. I love the light Popo Rider. And all of these units are in pretty horrid gear, although I'm starting to switch as I'm getting a little bit better speed subs in the gear. I'm starting to switch the light sharpshooter, the light steel wings, to luck slot 2. That's how I was able to get up to 68%. And we're still waiting on actual 5-star luck gear for both of them. So the struggle is real. So this is how boxing goes now. It's a little bit slow. The Dark Giant does not do enough damage to clear the waves, obviously, and I don't think he ever will. But you can see we've got 2 buffs on, and we're waiting for the other ones to realize they need to put their buffs on. They're I guess we also still need to skill them up. They're not fully skilled. But we're... So it's real nice to have the Light Joker in there to put the attack break down. It really prevents the boss from killing things off in level 7. Definitely still need just better gear, get more damage. Then we can move up to B8. But the main point of doing this was that if you can get a higher level but you're failing or you have a very low luck rate, it's much better to take a level or 2 back and get a much higher luck rate so that you can get choices for gear. So we'll see if we have a choice here. So yeah, it could have been if we didn't have a choice, we would have had the gear on the right, and that would have been, I mean, that's speed and accuracy, which is decent, but a 4-star blue. But since we had higher luck, look at that, we've got speed, attack, and crit rate. I actually want to roll this. This could end up being a really good, it's our first 5-star on slot 1. So let's see, what can it roll? Of course it goes into flat HP, because that's just what it always does. There's crit rate, which is minimum roll, but another crit rate, that's nice. And another flat HP, of course. But that instantly becomes one of the best pieces of gear on my account right now. So 15% crit rate is not too shabby. So we're going to probably start getting our Joker and Popo Rider getting, well, the Light Joker doesn't need crit rate, but maybe we can look at the Light Popo. She's only at 80% crit rate, so maybe we put that piece of power gear on slot 1 and make her better, but we won't do that on camera right now. So that's what we're doing with boxing. We're farming a little bit lower just so that we know we have more choices in gear, and that really has helped out on quality. Was when I was struggling with level 7 and level 8 on low luck, my gear quality was not improving very much. But now that I'm up to around 68%, I mostly get 2 choices, and the chance of having a decent piece of gear is way higher. So we'll just continue working on our gear and moving on up towards V10. And so all we have left is summons now, with 3 Twilights, which is going to be amazing. So our Nat 5s are Tree Dr. Evil and Tree Twin Blade. It's actually what we want to do on our powerful. Now on the powerful Elerium, you can choose which element you want. Since we can't use regular Nat 5s, we want to go with the element we have the most of, which is only tree. So maybe we can get a dupe. Hey, that is a skill up for the Ninrat. That's awesome. The chances of getting those are pretty low. And again, with this, we're going to wait until the exclusive fissions have Nat 5s that would be dupes. Because we don't really need 4-star skill ups that badly. And then here, we're just looking for, can we get...
Help me.
Can we get skill ups for the monsters we already have? I love the sound effects on this.
Is it possible?
Another giant, which is good. The dark giant is still not fully skilled.
Can I help you?
Sharpshooter skill ups, although I think the light sharpshooter is fully skilled. Here comes the lightning. Can we get something nice? Nice Ghost Captain sound. That sounds pretty awesome. Ooh, light back-to-back lightning. Annihilator skill up. That's good. Okay. Some steel wings. Okay. So 3 Twilight Elerium. Try not to be greedy here. Can we just get 2 new units out of 3? Because I know we're going to start getting dupes. And it's okay to get some dupes, because then you can start speeding them up. But we get 2 new units. No lightning. Who do we get? That's a dupe. And I really don't... The Dark Tank is not that useful.
Can I help you?
Okay, so I asked. I might even keep this one as a dupe for Territory Wars, because she's a really good unit for that. So, okay, yeah, that's great and all, but how about a new unit, please? Come on. Yes. Okay. Ooh, it even has 7 attack. So Dark Steel Wings is awesome. I'm probably going to build it as my new farmer. I think that's outstanding. I really wanted this unit. And it'll also be very useful in Tunnel. So great. 3 units. So we will definitely keep the Light Sharpshooter now as a second one to use in Territory Wars. Dark Tank, I really don't know what I'm going to do with that. If you guys have any... I mean, I know the Dark Tank can be used to revenge and stun things, and also put block beneficials on there. And I know there's some use to that, but I'm just not super excited about building him right now. But then the Steel Wings is absolutely getting locked. That's getting built immediately. I think we know what the next video will be already. So outstanding. We got some skill ups. We got hopefully our kind of permanent farmer until we get the Dark Bookworm, hopefully someday. But anyway, great summon session. So we really have tons of things to do. No shortage of things to work on. Until the next video, see ya.